This League of Evil is brought to you by Penis. Penis, because Dr. Evil says it too much. Fuck you.
You stepped all over my bit. Damn you.
Yeah. Welcome to the League of Evil podcast. My name is, of course, Jade Ludwig, and with me today I have the always evil Dr. Evil.
Yo.
And the little otter that could. Ostel?
Who?
You, dude. Pay attention.
Feline.
And with us this week is Angela. Angela!
Hi.
Artemis isn't here today because he might have overslept again. So I suggest everybody start tweeting at Artemis Ira and just bomb him with tweets. Because, yeah.
Spam him with amusing gifs.
Yeah. Like a dude oversleeping. A big black dude with with dreadlocks oversleeping. So he understands that it's him that it's related to. So, what's everybody been doing this week? Oh.
Started back at college, trying to, finish learning how to make video games. So, there's that. Cursing at Autodesk software because you get to pick Stable or Autodesk, and you only get to pick one. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn thing. Crashing after like 3 hours work. Okay, I suppose I should save this before it crashes. Oh, it's already crashed. Fuck you. So that was my week.
Yep. That seems like a really enjoyable week, I guess.
Yeah, it means, once I finish this, I got to load up Autodesk and do all that stuff again. Yay.
Woohoo.
Instead of playing video. Which is, annoying. You got to do normie shit.
I'd say
Normies.
Yeah, I'd say soul sucking, but What about you, Ostel?
I finished up my master thesis and submitted it finally after working on it for like 9 months.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So
pretty
now,
much.
So now
being
you're
lazy
a
since
master of the thesis.
And I'm lazy since then.
Yeah, that's good. It's
Oh,
good to
and
finally
today
get
I played Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yeah, which we will get back to. I know you want to talk about that. What about you, Angela?
My week has mainly consisted of working and the usual normie stuff. Been playing Helldivers with my husband, couch co-op, and also been playing Papers, Please and PewDiePie Legend of the Brofist with my children because they're absolutely nuts about both of those games at the moment. I've also been helping a friend of mine test a game that they're working on, which is just it's in pre-alpha at the moment, just like helping them go through the story elements and whatnot, just helping them sort that out before they move on to the next bit of making their game, which has been very fun so far. It's just in the first bit, but yeah. But hopefully that'll be great when it's finished.
That's the fun part. The other stuff that goes on is less fun. Like in game development. I know. You get earlier, oh look, I need a roadmap, I need to do QA, and here's a milestone, and I have to kick the artist in the ass because he's missing the milestone, and yeah. There's a lot of normie-related stuff in game development. As much as I hate it, it's there.
Why do you have a meerkat now? Why have you stolen
falling
my
asleep.
symbol? Damn you.
you said find tips about oversleeping, and I couldn't find the one you specifically wanted, so I found something that I thought you'd enjoy.
Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. I like to.
I'll give
like
you the source for that
picture-
later.
Yeah. No, I have it. I have several of them.
Do you have this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That exact one, actually. So, yeah. Well, I've been reading and
Boo.
working and laughing my ass off and buying
Hating
some
the
books.
polls.
No, I have not been hating the polls. I have been.
No, you have not been. You are still doing it.
Yeah. By the way, Tarson wants to join. Our very good friend Tarson is often in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Oh, also,
Definitely.
Agnes might stop by a little later, and Artemis might stop by. So there's a lot of good people out there that might stop by, and yeah, I think that our viewers or viewer, however you would, that one viewer we have right now, might enjoy, sticking around. And here is Tarson. What have you been doing this week, Tarson?
Playing Binding of Isaac, and I just tried out Dragon's Dogma for about an hour. Most of it in the character creation, because that's a lot of fun. Haven't played the actual game itself, though. It seems kind of actiony. No.
It is.
You can't really. You can talk about the character creation, but not the actual game.
Well, I mean, I've played like a few minutes in after getting my own pawn, and I died like immediately. So yeah.
Yikes.
You suck.
Yeah. I was trying to aim with a bow, and since I'm using a controller, I can't hit anything, and I got distracted, so things started hacking at me, and I couldn't be bothered to really stop using the bow.
Maybe you should try keyboard and mouse.
And yeah.
Just a thought. If you can't hit anything with a controller, then
He's not fully graduated to PC Master Race yet, so he doesn't know all the keyboard shortcuts, and he doesn't have a skull in his room.
Yeah, he still tries to.
Like me and Davis Arini.
He still tries to use the Wii U controls with the PC.
Yeah.
What?
trolling you.
Okay. Just fucking with you.
Sonora, come on, that's what they do.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing one video game that I want to talk a little bit about. That actually it does get a little bit of attention. I actually saw, I actually saw the video that Jesse Cox made about a week ago about the game, and it's Tharsis. I've been playing that a little bit today, actually, and it's I actually kind of like it, even though Kotaku and Polygon recommended the game as well. So that sort of made me hesitate to buy it, because
Surely they've recommended games you've liked before.
yeah, I know. It's just that once in a while,
Kotaku hated Witcher, so.
It's the same thing. I was in the bookstore today, and I bought a book that said that had a quote from John Scalzi on it, and I just thought, oh, am I really gonna buy it? Oh, a buddy of mine who works there recommended it to me, so
It's like this. You pay attention to recommendations from people you like and you know their opinions.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But just because someone you hate recommends something is not a reason not to buy it, because
no, not at all.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yes.
the coin, and that occasionally somebody that you like and that you will trust will recommend something that you don't
that's garbage.
agree with, just because you've both got different tastes. So occasionally the game journalists will get it right, but then it's like the 90% of the time they're absolutely shit and they don't know what they're talking about. But there's the 10% of the time where they will get it right.
I do
Well, see,
want.
I wouldn't trust a recommendation from someone that gave something a 10 out of 10, regardless of what it is. Because they're not a very good critic if they're giving anything a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but what I do wonder is if Kotaku said that hating the Polish people was okay, would Jan?
Oh, I know now.
Very good.
I know now where Jan wants to work.
Fuck
at
you,
Polygon,
Tosh.
basically. Because they do hate the Polish
Somehow.
people.
You know you got a reputation when Tarson is dunking on you live on stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna stop addressing it so I don't end up like Cyclone Ben. That's what
It's too late.
I'm gonna try and avoid now.
Jan, roll the polls.
It
Lilith.
could be worse. It could be like you murdered a Polish person behind Arby's or something.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yes.
He
I don't know. Was that girl Polish behind the Arby's in 1998? We may have a
I
new
don't know.
suspect.
No, he burned down the Polish Arby's, basically. Also.
Yeah. Speaking of
You know I have a
countries-
lot of Polish followers, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Had.
Well, they'll
Hey, I'm not the one that hates him as Jan. I'm exposing him.
oh.
You were perfectly
It's
willing
like
not to
working
talk
with
about the Polish
children.
until I did.
It's like working with children, okay? That's what you two are. Usto and Evil, and also you, Tarson. It's like having I say one bad thing and you keep, bringing it up. It's like I'm a supply teacher at a rough school.
Is
I
that the reason you hate Polish people?
No. Let's move on from the polls, because
Well, there's a nice little story I came across via the old Twitter. You know, people that follow me send me things occasionally, and they sent me this one from Western Australia. Student Guild angered as University of Western Australia axes 3 arts majors. And those art majors are Gender Studies, European Studies, and Medieval and Modern Studies. The majors from next year. And they're going to be rolling them into history and such.
no, but
Okay.
gender
And
studies not.
Student unions are very upset about this.
Wait,
For
they
some
want
reason.
to put gender studies in history?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they put
They
that in
wanna put
something
it-
like sociology?
Yeah, it
I
should
think
be in
they wanna
sociology.
Put, yeah, they're going to be rolling, the European and medieval and early modern studies into history, and I'm not sure where they said they were putting.
So they're cutting back on their
Gender studies?
liberal majors and putting them more into history and social sciences.
Which-
That kind of
yeah.
makes sense.
Which should make the people that were in the gender studies class happy, or the gender studies happy, because now they can finally get a study that would secure them a job.
Exactly. And that's what it's more about.
So
But they don't see that. They just see, oh
Oh.
no, my sock just narrative.
Maybe they just don't want jobs.
No,
Well,
jobs
that
are
That wouldn't
oppressive.
surprise me.
Jobs are
That
oppressive.
wouldn't surprise me.
no, but it is an interesting thing that but they cancel it because of the attendance, right? Because they couldn't fill the studies.
Yeah, and I mean, their complaint is, like, one of the complaints, it sends the message that learning about the history of women's oppression is not valued.
Yeah, but
It's
nobody
just they-
wants to learn about it.
And the university doesn't think it deserves its own place. Well, no, they don't want to pay a professor to teach it for 4 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
But of course, social
I
justice
mean,
is never about, facts. It's always about the feels.
When people are paying for an education, at the end of the day, universities do have to behave very much like a business. So if the bums aren't on the seats to learn the course, well, then they get rid of it. That's just good business sense.
Yeah, well, that'd be like, if you run a computer shop and everyone hates a particular brand and you go and stock that brand and go, but I like it. Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter whether you like it. You've just sunk all your money into something that's not going to move. It's stupid.
And it's
Yeah,
nice to see
blatantly
that certain parts of the world haven't yet succumbed to the mad rush to go and take gender studies and not then be able to get a job or sustain yourself afterwards. It's nice to see that there are still some sensible parts of the world left.
Well, Western Australia has, a lot of mining. So, you think in Western Australian universities that, things like being a geologist would be a priority, not
Or
going
an
to
engineer.
gender
I
studies.
just had this wonderful image of somebody at a job interview, just be like, you're going to get a job in a mine, and they'd be like, right, okay, what qualifications do you have? Well, I have a degree in gender studies. Okay.
Yeah, but now you got the image of the person that usually takes gender studies going for a job in the mine.
And how often have you seen one of these gender studies feminists actually taking a job as a trash person or in a coal mine or in somewhere where they could, possibly get a job and
No, they are all
equal out
diversity.
this? Yeah.
All diversity people. They are all diversity people who say we need more gender studies to get more diversity.
And speaking of coal mines, by the way, how long is it before some social justice person accuses coal miners for wearing blackface?
Isn't that already like prevalent? I know that wasn't there a Dutch tradition which was originated by I think
Oh yeah,
coal
yeah,
miners
the
having
Black Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a
Show us,
game
please.
as well.
Oh
It's
yeah,
actually a
no,
game.
we have Black Peter, yeah, but it's like has nothing to do with black people.
No,
Ah, so that all explains why Margaret Thatcher shut down all our coal mines then.
yeah.
Just because,
Yeah,
they
because
were
they were
worried that they were going to upset people.
Yeah.
The case of a black person being accused of wearing blackface.
Yeah, but they do that already. I mean, it's the Uncle Tom argument.
No, it's like a cosplay thing where they were just cosplaying as Shadowlink, Darklink, Darklink. And
I used to know one. Yeah, there's one where there's twins cosplaying Peter Pan and Peter Pan's shadow, and somebody accused them of being racist and of being black, of doing blackface. It's like it's a shadow, dumbass.
There was a show called Hey Hey It's Saturday in Australia, and they brought it back for like a reunion special thing, and they have a segment on that show called it's like a little mini gong show, and they have like a few acts on. One of the acts was a bunch of people doing a tribute to Michael Jackson, and they had three guys or four guys in blackface, and one of the guys in whiteface because Michael Jackson.
equal opportunity.
And Harry Connick Jr. was one of the judges on the panel, and he flipped his shit right there on television about how it was racist and all this. And the three guys were like really dark-skinned Indians. And I'm just looking at them like,
Jan,
you realise that
just like
that's
to
not
ask
a
question.
racist thing. It's a tribute to Michael Jackson. It's got nothing to do with race.
No. What did you say, Tarson?
Gene would just like to ask a question. He wants to know why you really killed David Bowie.
Because his bones are bigger.
Oh, I'm just glad you didn't mention what RG said in the chat. So yeah. Well, I am just as sad as everybody over the fact that David Bowie left this. Well,
David Bowie, Lemmy.
And Alan Rickman as well.
yeah, Alan Rickman. This week was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad week.
The mayor from Ghostbusters as well.
Yeah.
And the guy who did the voice for Disney's Robin Hood, he died as well.
That was Alan Rickman.
Oh. No, that was
And
not.
the Grizzly Adams guy as well, just today.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
The guy who was in Grizzly Adams, he passed away cancer today.
So all of this is lung cancer, and is it like also at the age of like 69? I know David Bowie was 69, and I think
No, the Grizzly Adams guy was in his 70s.
oh.
No, David Bowie was 69, Lemmy was 69, and so was
And
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman was 69 as well.
Cheeky bastard.
It's the new 27 club.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is a very weird coincidence that everyone, all of the people that died during this week, or the famous people who died during this week, were 69.
And from lung cancer.
Mm.
But apparently,
Yeah, both
it's
of them.
like they're from like the smoking generation.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's probably it.
There's all those there's people from all the 80s movies that I mean we've been watching 80s movies all week because a lot of them have been in 80s movies, and everybody smoked like chimneys and drank like fish in all those movies. I'm surprised that Bruce Willis isn't on his last legs.
Yeah,
He dies hard.
I'm sort of surprised that there was no smoking in Labyrinth, because yeah.
Well, there was, but it just wasn't from a cigarette, darling.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't there a shot where he's snorting something?
No, the smoke.
In
the
that
s-
song where he's got that big bulge.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a big bulge throughout the whole movie.
It's an 80s.
Everyone's got more screen time than we did.
It's an 80s kids movie. If there's no eroticism in an 80s kids movie, it's not worth watching. I mean, look at He-Man. Look at that. Just don't come and tell me that's not a homoerotic fucking costume, okay? He seems like somebody's bitch from a S&M club.
The costume
Come
is
on.
the problem, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey man, is a
I actually really likes that movie.
beautiful man.
And he shoots everybody in the crotch as well, if you watch the whole movie.
Oh yeah,
With his leg, he shoots everybody in the crotch.
that's where David Bowie held all his power in that movie. Was his bulge. It was yeah. That's how he.
Half the
Everyone
people
even said it. If
staring
you
at
watch
it,
the movie,
the other half of it
show you your
staring at
dream.
everything except it.
One at a time, please. I can't hear everyone.
Hey, I got lag. I'm in Australia, and the future.
Yeah. It's a little bit weird talking to somebody from the future. Hey, have we got time travel yet?
No.
Yes, forwards at 1 time speed.
Oh, good.
Boring form of time travel.
Oh, Almost left again. Maybe she doesn't want to join us.
Wasn't able to talk.
Yeah, probably. Well, you wanted to talk about Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Asto.
Oh yeah. Good news, it's better than Unity. Bad news, it's still not a good game.
If everybody had their faces, it would be better than Unity.
Yeah, I mean Unity was shit, but Syndicate is actually better, but it actually is worse at places. My main problems is basically they took elements from Batman, Arkham City, and Origin and implemented them for the worst. So the free running system is now you basically have a grappling hook, and you can make you basically can grapple anywhere, and it basically destroys the free running in Assassin's Creed, which I think is a bad design choice. And it's also, you basically can't free run without your grappling hook anymore. And the combat system is now a weird adaptation of Batman, combined with probably Witcher 1 combat, because you press one button and then sometimes they hit 2 or 3 times, which means it's not direct. Like, it's not direct input and hit anymore. And yeah, story, I don't know. I can't say much about the story because there is not much of it. Yeah, but on the upside, of course, they put women everywhere. So, well, diversity, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's a much better social justice game now.
Yeah, no,
but
no.
It's
I mean,
a worse game overall.
They basically, I mean, it's London in the 19th century, and basically half of your opponents are women. Which I don't
Does that
know.
mean you
but-
can hit women?
Oh no, you can kill women. No, they
Oh my
actually-
god, how misogynist!
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's yeah, it's weird. And the main characters are basically set up so that you have to like the woman more than than her brother, because her brother is simply an ass. It's just they are both weak characters, but she is actually at least likable, and he is just he's just like, I don't know, an entitled shit. Like if you I don't know, it's not a good game. I mean, the side activities are better than Unity, but yeah, it's still not a good game. It looks good, and the music is good.
So it's technically better, but
Yeah, but
story-wise, it's shit.
they reduced the people walking the street. I mean, in Unity, basically anyone who saw our videos from Unity, the streets are full of people. It's actually one of the best things in Unity is like on the streets they are fighting, they are rioting, and that is actually very good. London seems to be empty at times. There are like 3 people, 4 people running around, and yeah, they reduced the amount of people and the graphical fidelity. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you what is new now? Yeah, you have now. I mean, the combat system is basically now, I don't know, Batman in worse, and I don't know.
You know, ever since I started playing Shadows of Mordor, I started to realize just like the Assassin's Creed style of parkour is kind of unsatisfying. I can't quite figure out why. I just find it like after the initial buzz wears off, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's
I mean, I
basic.
think.
You have to climb a tower every now and then.
Yeah,
Always the same.
I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
but that's Ubisoft. That's Ubisoft.
it's actually worse now because now you are unable to jump from houses and cliffs and such. So you have to slowly walk down or climb down, which is
What? No swan dive
Oh, haystack.
anymore?
what? No,
Swan dive anymore?
Nah, yeah, they are still there, but yeah. Oh, and
Okay.
yeah, you can ride a carriage, but it's behaving like a car, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
that did bug me a little. When I looked, I thought the carriage system looked fun, but at the same time, it shouldn't control as well as it does. I mean, I know that people would complain like fuck if they controlled really badly, but they shouldn't move that well. They should steer like a cow
Yeah,
because
but
they're
the
not
problem
designed to go that fast.
I mean, carriages would be very, very fun if you like could jump on the horses and then fight on the carriages and such. But the carriages basically behave like cars in like. Actually, they behave like cars in Mad Max because you can ram your enemies.
Yeah, but
Similar to Mad Max.
wasn't there actually a good carriage bit in, if I'm not mistaken, in Assassin's Creed 2? There actually was a good carriage.
I think
I don't recall anything good about that.
could be right. Yeah, Tarzan is still salty about that.
Oh yeah, I know.
It might have been in the second half of the game where I was determined to just hate everything because I forgot. I missed that chance to hug Leonardo.
Oh.
That made me really bitter. My dad just entered the room the moment that prompt came up, so I was distracted and didn't see it.
Oh.
Hello, dear.
I was busy.
Hello,
for the
Leonard,
game.
how are you?
It's been so long, though, dude. Try and play it again.
I will when I get to it.
Yeah.
You've got a backlog, dude. Come on.
No, the game is shit. And
I like the first game. It's shit in a good way.
Yeah.
No,
no, actually, I think it's probably the best Assassin's Creed game for its time because it actually done a lot of things differently than 1.
Yeah,
And yeah.
that is actually
Improved on-
the game that really made me love that series was Assassin's Creed 2. And yeah, it was the pinnacle of those games.
Yeah, I mean, but
Love it, but it
basically
also made me
you still have many elements from Assassin's Creed 2. And they didn't improve many elements, basically. That is the problem. I mean, the side activities in Syndicate are actually better. I think they are probably the best part of the game, which tells you much about the main story. Oh yeah, and now there is a weird reputation model with different people, which doesn't really matter because you get the reputation anyways.
Okay.
And my problem is they market it as that you have your own gang, but basically, yeah, you have your own gang, but you don't really interact with your gang or do stuff with your gang. It's very weak. I mean, the gang elements in Assassin's Creed Rogue were more fleshed out than in fucking Syndicate, and that is just
Yeah.
it's. I mean, it looks good. It's better than Unity, but it deserves the low sale numbers.
Do you think this might kill Assassin's Creed as a series?
This game, I mean,
No, but the low sale numbers might kill it.
maybe.
Well, they've already announced the next one, haven't they?
Yeah, they're gonna end up doing what Guitar Hero did. They're just gonna flood the market with Assassin's Creed until everyone just goes, you know what? I'm sick of playing this game now.
I think I'm just gonna skip all of them and just go.
That's already happened. But hey, guys.
Hey, Artemis is here. Now we're finally diverse enough to call ourselves progressives.
He's
Yeah.
muted himself.
That guy.
You
Yeah,
muted yourself, dude.
You muted yourself, Artemis.
We're so progressive, he had to oppress himself.
I said you still need a trans Mexican and a dragonkin to fully call
don't worry,
yourself.
Tarson will.
Let's
be
get Archie in here. He's both.
Yeah.
I am drinking. I cannot eat anything other than diamonds.
Heckle shekels. It's a real thing.
Oh.
Protein World!
Yeah.
That's an ad.
Yeah.
You realize you're an ad?
Yes. But it's all right when you're honest about it.
Speaking of ads, have I told you lately how much I am looking forward to XCOM 2?
Nah.
Yes, you have. You said you went into it last stream. We get it.
But I can recommend Witcher 3, by the way.
Oh, god damn it! Everybody has their beat-off game on this stream. We get it! We get it! We get it! Oh, hey, Agnes.
That is good.
Oh, hi, Mark. So, anyway, Ubisoft sucks.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft has done very, very little to make me want to buy a game from them.
No,
for a while.
I'm actually,
Dude, they've been selling old assets as new games for the past 5 years, and
Yeah,
it hasn't
I mean-
mattered how much you tell people, they still buy the new games.
the
And that's what they
last
keep
game
doing.
I actually think was the best game from Ubisoft was Rayman Legends. That game was actually very decent.
Yeah, that game was actually good. It
Yeah,
sold
and
like
the-
shit, but
and
it was
the rest
actually good.
is like-
Yeah, it only
the
got
rest is like I mean, there's another Far Cry game coming out like in 2 months.
Far Cry
Every
Primal.
fucking Assassin's Creed game, and then
Watch
they-
Dogs was an Assassin's Creed
Taking a
game.
bit of a break before the next Assassin's Creed game, but it's going to be
They need
so it's basically going to be Prince of Persia,
they need to take a permanent fucking hiatus.
which was really funny because they said before that people had suggested Egypt as one of the places they wanted to do an Assassin's Creed game, but that was boring, and that fans always suggest them as boring
Okay.
places to have.
People forget that Ubisoft made the Prince of Persia games, and if they still had the license, they'd still be making Prince of Persia games. Assassin's Creed was basically, okay, let's make a kind of Prince of Persia game,
So now
and
they're
that's
just
where the whole
making
series
it
came
more
from.
like
And now
of,
they've milked it so much that they're going back to where they started.
speaking of like Prince of Persia, what did you guys think of the reboot?
I didn't play it.
I mean, I guess
I felt the 3D games, the 3D versions of the games were fun for what they were, and introducing a mechanic that a lot of other games frickin' stole afterwards.
I think
into-
the first one was actually the best, if I remember correctly. The first,
Yeah,
the 3D game.
but then they started milking them like everything else.
Yeah, and then they
They were releasing a new one almost every year, and
hadn't one weird cell shell, the weird cartoonish look like Borderlands also.
I like that one, but I
God damn it, I'm getting off camera because nobody gets on camera but me, and I'm tired of my face being the thumbnail. It's creepy.
realized. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your blackness is scaring Tarson. Please stop it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you have to have something to keep revolt away.
Oh,
Order! Watch what you do!
What?
you
No, revolt is scared of me. Those bitches, they mute and block me and run the other direction. It's fucking hilarious. Evil knows. Evil's seen it. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Like he watched the Giggle Mittens explosion, I believe. That was probably one of the funnest nights on Twitter I've ever had.
yeah.
That
What happened?
dude lost it.
Oh, Otter lost it on something.
No, Giggle. No, Otter doesn't lose.
Giggle Mint.
No, basically, remember when Oliver, when one of those I guess it was John Kelly or whatever, called Oliver a nigger
yeah.
just to get a rise out of him,
Yeah.
and
nigger.
there were
It was the
Yeah,
First
yeah.
time all the
Now-
time since.
earlier that day I had embarrassed John Kelly and made him look and feel so stupid that he basically started running from me. This is when I was like, fuck it, I feel like trolling Revolt like forever. And so the next day somebody was basically spreading around screen caps of what happened to inform people of the way John Kelly had acted. And one of his cronies was like running around and like trying to argue with people and say, oh, he didn't do
Damage
nothing and all that
control.
bullshit. Yeah, damage control. So I jumped in just to pick at him because I'm like, you're you're that much of an ideologue. And he wigged out because he couldn't argue with my logic and started throwing as many racially charged things he could possibly do at me as much as possible.
Did
And none of it.
nigger?
Oh, he started with nigger. He started with like he was getting creative. I was actually kind of impressed. Like he went into a whole. He called me a gorilla and a monkey and all this other. He was running out of racial expletives by the end of it because I realized the best way to.
Look at Stormfront to get new insults.
Yeah, he. You can tell he was like he had a list there on the side of the screen. He's like, okay, let me call him this. Maybe he'll stop making me look like a jackass. Because I realized the best way to deal with.
him.
No, he was trying to make me mad, but and it wasn't working, which was pissing him off. So that's why I kept going. I realized that the best way to troll those idiots is to not actually type anything to tweet. Do like one of the mini vines that you can do on Twitter, and send a video to him.
Take it out of context.
Yeah, they can't screen cap it and take it out of context. So if they want to go to their boards or their friends and bitch about what you did to them, they have to send a link to the actual video itself, and generally those videos make them look like a fucking dumbass. So they can't use them to like help the fucking base. So after I did that to him and John Kelly, they took, because they can't actually screen cap what I say, they took the vids of me basically embarrassing them for like a good 4 hours each, and played them back for all their little cronies or whatnot or whatever, and now all of them stay the fuck away from me. They avoid me like the plague. They all have me muted or blocked. If I jump in any conversation that they're in and talk to the person they're talking to, they.
Are you saying that an alt-right person might be afraid of black people?
Oh yeah, it's the first time I've ever heard of that shit. I just like being walking revolt repellent.
Oh.
And they're welcome to jump on this stream and get wrecked by me if they want to. They're welcome to do anything they want. That contact me. I haven't muted any of them.
I don't want a drama. I don't want a drama stream today.
Oh no, this isn't GG stuff. I'm just making fun of how dumb they are. Them being idiots has absolutely nothing to do with Gamergate. Let's be honest. They're just idiots.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah.
I just jumped on cam with her.
I figured you apparently can't not be on cam, as in you. I figured, poor guy.
Well, I don't have like a picture thing for like my profile, so.
Not creepy moving.
Yeah, but you're more attractive than me anyway, and we need screen grabs and for thumbnails, and you're more attractive than me. So you need to stay on camera, Agnes, and. No!
I need to teach
we lost a pretty face. Did somebody cap it?
We don't have any boobs.
You guys are desperate.
Oh, but
nobody wants to see my tits, so it's not really.
No, that is true. We don't.
Yeah, because we're all racist.
We do want.
I was not wanting to see man titties racist. Oh, I need an explanation on that one. Hold on, everybody.
But first, to be the only one on cam.
Because he's a token black guy. We need him on cam to
just to prove everybody isn't racist.
If he would put a photo, he wouldn't actually have to be on cam, but he doesn't put a photo.
No, I need to show.
No.
I don't photograph well.
Upload the
Neither do
thumbnails.
I.
No, you photograph fine.
Me? No. That is a rare good picture that I have of myself.
I would now check my air vents and so on for cameras from Tarson if I were you.
One compliment. You got him all
Because
day last.
The way he said you photograph well.
You.
You're just gonna be in bed one night and just hear, I hate someone hates the Polish.
God damn it.
What is with the Polish?
Come on, it's once per stream. That is the rule. Somebody has to bring it up. And I didn't get to bring it up last time, so.
Tarson and Osto and Evil have already brought it up.
God damn it! You fucking. I was gonna.
Oh yeah. Well, I actually do want to address something that is kind of important, and it's tangentially related to Gamergate, but as we all know, I kind of share the opinion that the tag has done its work. But what has happened this week is that after pressure from a U.S. Congresswoman, an app has actually a company has actually pulled its app off the App Store and off Twitter. But Angela, you know a little bit more than me about this, right?
Well, yeah, I came across the article a few days ago. Somebody had written an article in which they were complaining about this app, this stolen app, stolen or get stolen, something like that, stolen. In which you would sign up, and your Twitter followers would be added automatically without their consent, and people would trade people's Twitter accounts like baseball cards. And you could own other people's Twitter accounts. Now, you couldn't post on their account. It's literally just like a picture of an account, but you could write things on pictures of that account, and they would look like legitimate tweets. So you would and you could advertise your business and things like that. But there was no swear filter. And basically, what it seemed was happening is that people were getting messages who hadn't signed up to the app and who hadn't agreed to the app, didn't know the app existed. They were getting messages from people saying, I own you, from these intelligent people. So, yeah, this woman wrote this article in which she expressed worry that this app would be used for harassment. In particular, she dropped Gamergate and said that, Gamergate would be able to own game journalists, and she also brought up Zoe Quinn, that Gamergate would be able to buy Zoe Quinn's Twitter account. She interviewed
game journalists.
the creator of the app.
That implies that any of us would use this shitty application that serves no purpose. That just sounds like digital dick measuring.
So it seems that after that article went out and word started to spread, and some of the usual suspects were unhappy. I know that Brianna Wu sent a message to the app creator saying, "Can you remove us, me and my husband, from your app because we've experienced harassment from Gamergate." And yes, so many people were, because the other thing was that you could only opt out of the app. If you didn't want your Twitter account to be used, you have to opt out. You don't opt in, you have to opt out. They will use your account if you don't opt out. So, but in order to do that, they'd set up this system where you had to give them access to your Twitter account. You'd be able to opt out. About that either.
When I hear that, it does sound a little bit shady.
Yeah, it does sound shady.
Yeah, I mean, originally it was that you sent a DM to the, and you could still do that, but yeah, because people were complaining that they hadn't set up a system to opt out, they immediately rushed in ahead and created a system to opt out, but it meant that you had to grant them access to your Twitter account.
Yeah, that's shady.
Very shady.
Yeah, so people were not very happy at all. So then, was she a congresswoman? I can't remember.
Karen Clark, isn't it?
Catherine Clark.
Catherine Clark.
I think she's Brianna Wu's congresswoman.
No,
she
is Brianna Wu's congresswoman, but she's Zoe Quinn's little buddy.
She has sent a letter to the app creators expressing these concerns, and they have decided to pull the app and shut it down.
To understand
now,
how
so
are people claiming...
So basically, social justice warriors accidentally did a good thing.
Well, I don't know, because the thing is, a lot of people are saying, well, the game was harmless.
Yeah, but
it was harmless, it was a bit of fun, it was a silly thing.
Basically, how?
But basically, all right, if they're using your image and your persona and who you are to make money, if there's ads or anything on that site, I want some ad revenue. You can't use me.
I expressed a thing earlier. I expressed a tweet in which I said I was glad that the app had been taken down, and then I immediately got people in my mentions attacking me, saying I was flip-flopping and I was shit and all this kind of malarkey. But I kind of elaborated on this as that if I was a business, I mean, the harassment angle, using it to harass women thing, has been rather overstated. But if I was a business that had a Twitter account attached to my business,
yeah, I wouldn't want somebody using my business and my trademark.
Yeah, I'd be very concerned about this app. Well, it's not even just that. It's that they could take a picture of your Twitter account and write whatever they want on it. There's no swear filter. and it would look very much like a legitimate tweet. And when you've got normies who don't even know the app exists, and you've got journalists who don't know how to internet, if they see a screenshot of a business
you could
Twitter account
you
that
could
says
easily
something
troll.
bigoted on it, there's something horrible on it, they'll run with that, and they will create an internet stink about that, and before you know it, you're out of business.
So basically,
be
social
so-
justice warriors did the right thing, but for the wrong reasons.
Maybe. I mean, there's people complaining that it's censorship, but the thing is, I mean, yes, you can
No,
say the
I
app
don't-
has a right to exist,
I don't think.
but it
I
doesn't have a
The
right to
solution to
success.
that would to have
It's a privacy thing.
the
It's not a
application make a watermark on there so you can tell that, oh, it's come from something else.
Yes, but
That would have
normies
been
aren't going to
sort
go that, are they? And again, you've got stupid journalists
Yeah.
who don't
but
how the internet
stupid
works.
journalists and normies will get fooled by any screenshot that anyone can just
Yeah.
throw into Photoshop and put whatever
You
they
can
want
write
on it.
"this is fake" or you could write "this is a parody" underneath, and it will still go through.
I mean, there were
True. Again,
people
if
quoting
it were my business, I'd be worried.
there were
I'd be
people
worried
quoting
about
I
there
can
were
see the
people
concern.
quoting the
100%
Onion
true.
right after Colorado legalized weed.
I mean,
With the-
people
with the-
I don't think people were necessarily bothered that the app exists, but more the fact that they could use your account, use an image of your account without you say so, without you even knowing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Without
Because it
consent.
automatically adds you if one of your followers or somebody that you follow signs
Isn't
up
that
to the app.
illegal?
It automatically adds you.
Yeah, but I
Isn't-
mean, it's still only a picture of an account. It's like you can do it like with every basic Windows PC. I mean, nobody
It
can
would be different if.
picture.
Okay, Angela, are there ads on this app?
If I'm honest, I don't actually know on that one.
Okay, that would be my thing. If they're making money,
the app isn't actually working with Twitter.
Yeah,
As far as
if it-
I know, Twitter didn't even really know it was there.
yeah.
I think
So,
they probably.
They weren't working with Twitter, so you hadn't agreed to do that when you signed up to your Twitter account.
It
That was
sounds
something that was
sounds
working
like
within.
they are being
Twitter.
afraid of
So
DMCA.
as a business model, it was always doomed to fail. As soon as you start adding people without their knowledge and without their consent, as soon as you have
Yeah.
people sending messages to people saying, "Oh, I own you now," you're always going to fail. So I
They were
don't.
gonna
I'm
piss
not
off the
aware
wrong person eventually.
of the
No,
app.
it
I'm not
sounds
against the assistance of the game, but it needs to be rebuilt from the ground up.
It sounds like it's probably they took it more down, more likely down because they were afraid of DMCA's. Because that sounds like something
Yeah,
that would be
Yeah, I mean,
DMCA
you've got to question
that
the
was to
legality.
avoid lawsuits because any major
Yeah.
corporation that would get their Twitter account used, especially when we know just how corrupt the whole verified thing is on Twitter for like companies that are paying $60,000 to stay verified
Yeah.
on Twitter to get ads to find out that your image and whatnot is being used by another site without your consent. Yeah, even small
Yeah.
businesses would jump in on a lawsuit on that and tear your ass a new one. They're
Absolutely.
just using the social justice thing as publicity. It's a
And it's
no,
the
they
last
did
thing
it for the social justice warriors. It
Yes.
wasn't to keep from getting sued. It was
I
because we
still
wanted to
don't.
stop bullying.
I still don't get the harassment angle because I mean, you
Well,
can.
it was a case of like you could buy Zoe Quinn's account, a picture of Zoe Quinn's account, and then write Zoe Quinn as a slut all over it and send it to her and things like that. That was the kind of thing
Yeah,
that
but
was wrong.
now
Didn't
I
she
can
tweet
go- I can
that
go
she was a
out-
slut?
I can go to her Twitter, make a screenshot, and do that.
Yeah.
still.
If you were so inclined, you could do
Yeah.
that anyway. But this just made it very, very easy. And it was just this whole thing of, well, it's one more thing that can be used against the poor, helpless women's.
Yeah, I see the problems with the app because I do think that it's a stupid concept because
Look, I-
basically they must have known that people will, and if not people who get the harassment angle, people will DMCA that shit, and people will have
Yeah.
many problems with using their images or using their Twitter accounts like Also,
That's the
mainly
way that
companies,
You
but
if you actually read the interview with the creator, they had really no clue at all that it seemed like it had never even occurred to them.
They're
They're like the
idiots.
people that created. Do you remember there was that app a while ago that someone was going to make called People, in which
Yeah, this sounds like that.
yeah,
I was gonna bring it up.
but that
everybody
was
complained about
different.
it.
I mean, that
Yeah, and the
was
creators were completely clueless as to why people would be upset that this app
Yeah.
would exist. And it
Just
seemed
because
like
somebody-
it was the same thing. They just were completely clueless as to why people.
Just because somebody can write code does not mean that they have common sense or aren't completely idiots.
yeah. But the
Oh, look at Double
thing
Fine.
is, the question is whether that is damage control, because you can know that shit. I mean, that
They might have been looking for a reason to take the app down.
if you
Yeah,
use
but
At that point, the article had
It
spread, and
does-
so many people were messaging them, wanting to, complaining and saying, "I want to opt out" and things like that. Word was spreading. Yeah, I think maybe they were just sort of taking it down before it got too bad. I mean, they may well decide to bring it back. They may well decide to rebuild it. I mean, it's at the end of the day, the idea itself is relatively harmless and stupid and innocuous, but it's the implementation here that's the problem.
yeah.
You have to opt out. Your account can be used without your knowledge.
It
Without
just-
your,
Yeah, they
just-
probably
it
do
just
something
seemed-
so your account gets gets a bit, I don't know, your account name gets blurred or something like that, and then they re-release it, probably.
It
No, but
may
that's
be.
against the whole point for them. The idea for them is that, look, it makes it look as though somebody said that. So somebody without your knowledge uses it, pretends that you said something that's horrendous. Everybody thinks that you actually did it because they don't know about the app. So these random people are going to go at you personally, go and attack you on your content.
I may get feminists after me for this, but it's funny that this sort of, it seems like a gossipy type of game was mostly enjoyed by teenage girls.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you've seen the kind of messages that Catherine Clark has got.
Yeah.
Because of her interference. And this, I would say, I do understand why people are concerned about the involvement of Catherine Clark, because once you've got a government official, a government representative, involving themselves, putting pressure on the developer.
Clark is a politician.
Yeah.
She's only in this for the
Again,
PR. She doesn't have any actual power, as no politician does.
The thing is,
really.
though, it's not a good precedent. It's not.
No. But and
she should really have better things to do.
I
with her
honestly
time.
think they were probably going to take the app down anyway, and they just said, "Oh, it was because Catherine Clark did it, so that they could save face." Yeah, deflection.
Yeah, it does seem like, but the problem is that the people like Catherine Clark and so on, they're touting this as though it was a victory for them, and that
Just because they're touting it doesn't mean it's true.
No, but the problem is that it does seem like a victory outward.
It gives them power.
Yeah. And that does.
Because they can point
that
to that
worries
and
me.
get something that's not a problem taken down and go, look, I got
Yes.
this taken down. What do you want to happen to you?
And that is my
We
problem.
put this
And they,
down.
and
You know,
they-
that's a nice app you've got there. It would be a really, really shameful thing if somebody were to say it could be used to harass women.
yeah, and they keep saying
That's the problem.
people like Jim Sterling keeps touting out this bullshit narrative of, well, we're not trying to take away your games, when that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna bring up the fucking Assassin's Creed game again. I mean, Assassin's Creed got shit in Unity, shit on for not having a woman character, and now in Syndicate, everywhere are women. And yeah, so
Which is funny because you spend the whole game going around committing really horrible, heinous acts of violence against women and using them as meat shields.
yeah.
And it's like, yay, we're so progressive now.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, by the way,
Women in hundreds. Yay!
and
What?
in Victorian London, the only women that went outside without a male escort during the night
We're
were
whores.
prostitutes.
We're prostitutes.
Prostitute,
Even
yeah.
though one had pimps.
Realistic.
See, I want a Horse Creed game then. Fuck this Assassin's Creed shit. I want a Horse Creed.
Actually, that would actually be better than this game. So
No, it'd be a game where you're a whore, okay? And you have to get Johns. You have to basically you make like a rhythm mini game to like beat out the other whores to get Johns.
Is
And
there
then-
parkour in this?
Yes, when the cops show up, you show just
gotta
how
run.
easily you can climb a building in them stilettos, man.
no. You need to get the
Well,
Johns you want to
like-
kill, basically, and then you
Then you go buy
need to
absinthe and opium.
This is just as great a business idea as Pixel Dicks. So,
Dude, man! Somebody just needs to give me money so I can start one of these businesses. If I had seed money, Pixel Dicks would be taken off right now. Angela and Agnes were on for Pixel Dicks.
no, for those who don't know what Pixel Dicks are, it's Artevis's idea for a company that produces dildos.
Video game themed
Yeah, video game
Sex
themed
devices.
dildos.
sex
It's
devices.
sex devices.
Sex
I'm surprised that doesn't already exist.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Andy.
I agree, and
I mean,
I want to
You can get
know.
a baby Jesus butt plug, for goodness sake.
We were going into designs for like my favorite to this day is the ideas I had for the Kratos dildo that's white with the red stripe around it that goes up to the head, and the head is like an arrow, and and we went deep into it.
You think a lot about dicks, you know that?
No, this was just for this idea. I was like, if I'm going to sell a Kratos dick, like, because I have to differentiate my sex toys from other sex toys. So you
the
gotta
Assassin's
have.
Creed one that has the secret stealth attack clitoral stimulator in it.
That is awesome!
There you go.
You can put a fucking pen.
Angela just made a couple of percentages of that.
Yeah, Angela, would you like to be a partner?
I still say that you need to make a Super Mario one where the dickhead is the shape of a mushroom.
See, that was.
Well,
See, I was going between that one and like I was actually talking with a buddy about it because we were laughing about it, and there was going to be one where it would actually sense your climax, and when you finished, whether it be the flashlight or the dildo, it would shoot up a flag and play the do music.
I love it.
But we couldn't figure out how to do that technology-wise that it would be able to sense your climax.
What do you have a Deus Ex one where it just keeps saying, I didn't ask for this over and over again?
that sounds rapey. I'd get in trouble for that one. I'd have social justice warriors on me on that one.
But
Like,
think of it
anyway.
think of it marketing like Protein World. That'd be
Oh,
fantastic.
you
Free
do have a
marketing.
point. We'll put that on back burner. Back burner. I like the idea. It's funny.
Yep.
Because I mean, fuck, if people are selling fucking dragon dicks like crazy, like the way they are.
Yeah, like I said, you can get a baby Jesus butt plug.
Can we
What?
change the subject?
So,
No.
No. We have to talk about baby
The
Jesus butt plug.
otters is
Now was
it's
baby
face.
Jesus was the baby Jesus butt plug Arab or was was it a white baby Jesus butt plug?
It's kind of pink.
It's pink.
It's newborn baby Jesus. All
Newborn
pink.
baby Jesus.
Its face, it looks like somebody told him that he's going somewhere special and he thinks he's going to Disneyland.
Is this something that Sarah Butts
Well,
engages in?
if
Is
he's
this
going in Walt
really
Disney's
bad?
asshole, then technically he is going to Disneyland. So
Oh God! Let's. Oh yes, I agree with us though. Now, stop.
did we take it too far? And no,
We
Angela,
did not
Angela, but for
too
real
far.
though, PM me like this. The fact that this isn't a thing, and
What did you do? Did he mute himself or did you?
no, I didn't mute me. Somebody muted me.
I think it was the other.
Well,
No, I'm just saying, Angela, just get with me, and we can do this. I just need enough people with ideas and investors, and I'll totally do it. I can
don't
give
doubt him
ideas.
for a second.
I think I've demonstrated that. I've just sent you a picture of the butt plug on Twitter.
No, why is that just sent to me on Twitter? That's like people don't send me good stuff. I get pictures of baby Jesus butt plugs. Like that's my Twitter. Like I get, oh my god! It's like an absolute fuck.
This is disturbing. This is
But that's how I'm gonna get invited onto this podcast.
no.
Yeah,
By
I'll
no
try to
means.
kill you.
We love having you on. You are entertainment, but somehow this took
No.
terrible
Disturbing.
turn somewhere.
we're minorities right now. But we love you.
Oh yeah. Anyone have anything that they feel they need to talk about apart from pixel dicks and?
I've let it go. I've made people uncomfortable. I've succeeded in my entire aspirations for this evening.
Did you see, sort of relating this tangentially back to video games?
Yep.
Did you see that last week? I can't remember where it was from. Was it? That's going to bug me now. Where they rated all 52 amiibos as to how good they would be as butt plugs.
Oh.
That does not surprise me at all.
It was indestructible. They
Ugh.
went through all 52 amiibos.
You guys act like people weren't trying to stick all of them up their asses anyway. Like that was a rare thing.
Isn't that Jim
Those
Sterling?
things might as well be called
No,
like
that was Laura Kay, basically.
Tina's first dildo.
Oh God. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
It's like, how did you come to this conclusion? Well, did
fucking hell. Ugh.
they get some
People
porn
will
to
stick
test it?
anything anywhere.
In the chat ages ago.
oh
People will stick anything anywhere.
yeah. Well, it's just that yeah. There's sexual curiosity, and then there's
Then there are gaming
Laura Kay.
journalists, yeah.
yeah.
And then there are people who are having better sex than you, and we call those perverts.
I didn't say anything about that. I said, yeah. It's just
I did.
it's
That
okay.
is not mine.
No,
No?
that's
He's against
That-
anything those filthy Polish are into. So
Hey.
stop it. Poor.
So, video
me.
game.
Yeah.
Make your republic.
Actually, I want to talk about the Oculus Rift and the pricing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good point.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a good subject.
Okay.
My opinion,
as-
it's too much.
Yeah, all right, for people who don't know,
Could be less. Did you
basically
expect them-
Oculus Rift finally decided, okay, this is our price. It's going to be $600, and they dropped this bomb on everybody. Now the problem is people are really pissed off about the $600 price tag because of the history of the device.
Well, they kept banding around these $300 to $350
Yeah.
ballpark figure.
No, that's the
mate.
thing. That's the thing. It costs $600, and everybody's pissed off about that price. But the dev kit itself costs $300.
Yeah.
That's what other people paid to get it. That's
Well, the
what
other thing
devs
is,
paid
why
to
does
get
it
it.
include an Xbox One controller? Like someone that's going to
Because
$600 on
Microsoft
VR
has extras.
already have that shit. Like, come on now.
If it would be a better deal if it came with a Steam controller or something, but and honestly, an
It'd be
Xbox
better
One
deal if
controller
they just drop
probably
the
is only
controller and
like
drop the price.
no, the controller is probably only worth like
it is in Norway.
$1 in plastic and metal. because they've said that it wasn't the Xbox One controllers that shot up the price. No, they really want to charge this. But I think it's more along the lines of Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook wanted their $2 billion back from the get-go for VR.
He didn't want to make it an investment. He just wanted his money like now.
The problem is it would be different if the device itself didn't require to basically upgrade any computer you're using right now just in order to use the damn thing. So you're going to be spending $600 on the Rift and God knows what else to upgrade the rest of your rig in order to even be able to use the thing.
I mean, I think I am with Total Biscuit on that thing. I mean, a good gaming monitor currently costs about the same. Like if you want...
Define good.
Yeah, I mean top notch. I mean 100.
Yeah, here's the thing.
44 hertz and...
If there were any good games on the Rift right now, you would have an argument with that. You could buy a really nice computer monitor right now, and you're going to use it. It's going to have plenty of things that you have.
Yeah, no. I don't. I mean, the problem with the Oculus Rift is that you won't have any good games before the thing is basically out. So, and you probably won't have any good games before the thing actually sells. Because I think if the Oculus Rift sells like 30,000 devices, no one wants to actually release specific games for it. If Facebook
they're waiting
pay
for what the other companies do. They're waiting on HTC and they're waiting on Sony because Sony's just going. Sony, their Sony PlayStation VR, the damn headset might not be as powerful as the Oculus Rift, but that's not going to matter if the price tag is way below what the Rift is.
I mean, the problem with the Sony one is how will they actually manage to make it look decent if the Oculus Rift needs like a top-notch PC? Then how should
the games themselves won't. Well, that's the thing. We're talking about dedicated hardware versus, anybody's computer. And
yeah, but the problem is the PlayStation 4 can't even handle 1080p with 60 FPS. So how should it handle two?
It won't. It won't have the best graphics because all right. Here's the thing that everybody needs to realize: this is a gimmick. This isn't something that's needed for gaming right now. Yeah. This is not something that's evolved enough technology-wise to really be a viable thing permanently.
Yeah, but that is the point. That is the point as well. This is the price that you pay for being an early adopter.
Yeah.
Fuck that early adopter. If they really wanted to sell the Oculus Rift, they would have not tried to sell it as a gaming device and would have sold it as a medical device to medical schools and made their money. But they went after entertainment first.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's
trying to bring it to mass market when it's not ready for mass market.
Yeah, it's not ready for mass market at the moment. It's for a select group of people that could afford it and will pay money to own the device purely for owning the device.
Early adopters. Early adopters.
Are you saying that the Rift is the new Virtual Boy?
And this is not like movies where you could make a movie that could potentially be made or made into a 3D movie. This is something completely different. If you make a game for a VR device, it's only for really that device. So of course, game makers aren't going to jump right in with that immediately and limit a game to something that isn't going mass market. It's going to be very select.
It's like 3D TV.
It should have been
mass market for at least 5, if not 10 years.
As its own console VR combo thing. Really? That's what it should have been released as.
Yeah.
And then, if you're gonna get
not with that fucking $1,500 price tag they said for where you can get the Rift and a rig that could actually use it for $1,500. That's bundled together.
People would pay it.
And not for a gimmick. People aren't going to spend that kind of money on a gimmick. If If Half-Life 3 were on the damn thing, yes, the fucker would sell. But it's not getting bundled with anything that everybody's like, I have to buy this to play this.
Well, I haven't heard of any game that's, for VR that everyone's like, oh, I have to have that.
Yeah.
No,
Not
no,
a single one.
because
I think any game that could promise to trap you in the virtual world would sell like hotcakes, but until VR is capable of doing that, who cares?
Yeah, thank you.
Especially since they're not.
I've got an idea for a game for the Rift.
And they're not doing any porn.
You
They're
want to know
saying
the real
porn.
reason why the Rift is going to fail?
Because there's no porn.
Thank you! you
No porn, no point.
you and me are here. You know that, right? You
No porn, no point.
Porn always decides the technological winner.
Yeah, I
always.
heard that argument already in another podcast, and yeah, I mean, apparently porn made the difference between video
Beta
and
and V.
Betamax.
Yeah, Beta
Yeah.
and
Yes.
VHS. And
VHS
also,
DVD
because of
versus
porn.
CDI.
and Blu-ray versus HD DVD. That also
Android
was-
versus ISO too. People forget about that.
Yep.
Yeah, so
They-
porn
they
will,
signed a death
porn will
warrant by
decide
saying
which
porn.
one.
Yes, basically by the Rift saying we will not have porn, they've signed their death warrant.
Yeah, fucking
HTC,
America.
At
You
HTC,
guys
they're not going to make a headset that doesn't run with smartphones. It's going to be low-brow technology, but it's going to get the point across. But the HTC headset probably is going to have porn. And Sony is partnered with Pornhub. They have a freaking app. So you you best be damn sure that the Sony VR, the PlayStation VR is going to be porn capable. That and the fact that Sony knows that they were selling consoles of the PS4 out of the bat because everybody was doing live porn streams when the PS4 first came out.
Oh, I
And
remember.
everybody was trying to get a PS4 so they could jump on some Russian couple fucking. They want that porn money.
Yeah, well,
Porn market is a big market.
yeah. This is known. This is known. And
And the only thing new in the porn market would be virtual reality porn.
The
Yeah.
porn market,
Porn
No,
has
no,
been
no,
trying
no,
to do
no,
virtual
no,
reality porn
you
for the
buy
past
it.
20 years.
virtual
porn market is
reality
not
porn
happening.
is just it's just gonzo porn. You put if you put on
It's
gonzo
POV
porn
porn.
and you watch it through a VR set, you got virtual porn.
It's POV porn where you can't turn your head, or you can turn your head basically.
Yeah.
But even that, is
Depends
it
what
really
sort of
worth
rate setup you
$600 to turn your head
yeah.
to see some other guy's dick? Like,
Yeah, but people
some
would.
guy-
like
would
if
do
it was
porn
my
art,
digital
Yes,
penis,
no. What
if it
people
was
are willing
my
to do
digital,
to have something good to wank at. Never underestimate that.
you have a
People will
point.
pay money to have good things to wank at.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I-
there's a reason flashlights sell.
I know that from personal experience.
Oh,
People
Yeah, because-
pay you
because-
money.
No.
You
gotta
You
vote
don't
for
understand this.
What?
This is completely
What?
innocent. Yes, I have paid for porn.
Is that the
Well,
reason?
hell, this stream got
Training
interesting.
pervert.
Fucking hell. I just can't win with you guys.
No, you should know that by now, damn it.
I'm German. You can't win against me.
You're not German, damn it. You just hate the Polish.
I'm just gonna give up on trying to deny it. I don't know.
Norwegian
Yeah,
devil.
yeah, yeah.
on your side.
Let the hate throw through you.
Oh well.
Join the dark side.
Jedi,
Yeah.
the Jedi Order were assholes. Not gonna go into that.
Oh, that is what I want. I want a VR game that makes me have the ability of fighting
Yeah.
with a lightsaber.
Oh my god! If
about the
Rift
Force?
dropped a Star Wars VR game right now with a working lightsaber, people would buy that motherfucker.
People
There
would.
was
yeah.
a Star Wars game
And I'm
for
not
the
even a Star
Kinect.
Wars fan.
There was a Star Wars game for the Kinect and was the biggest piece of shit ever.
Yeah, but that had
Everything comes
Dancing
VR.
Han Solo, and Dancing Han Solo negated anything that might have been good in that Kinect game.
Yep.
I mean, it might have been bad.
But
That and it was
that exists
that and it was
on-
Kinect controls. If the controls for that actual game were good, it would have been awesome. But the controls for that game, like it's the fucking Kinect, it doesn't work. It's not precise. I'm talking about like a rod you could hold in your hand. That sounded better. It sounded better in my head.
I'll go back to porn again.
God damn it! No. Like say you could like if they did a promotional thing, because like a lot of companies do like promotional lightsabers, and they do custom lightsabers, and they cost like $200 and $300 to get your own like custom lightsaber that's like yours. Like they could do a thing where they have sensors in the handle of that custom lightsaber that actually works with the
So like the
Oculus VR.
Yeah, that
So
would
like
like-
the Wii.
People would buy it.
You could throw it on the end of a Wii remote, and there you go. But with virtual reality.
No. I still want a goddamn VR game where I feel so immersed that I die of starvation or thirst because I've been spending far too much time in.
You want
Sword
Sword Art Online.
You don't even need VR for that.
You want Craft
Yeah, you
World.
don't need VR for that. You just
You
need to
only-
move to Korea.
You only need Fallout with a decent settlement building.
Oh god damn it.
No, I wasn't the one that brought up Fallout 4 this time. Please remember, okay?
No, nobody's allowed to bring up Fallout 4 ever again. It's been drilled into the ground so
I
hard.
played Fallout 4 recently.
Yeah, and it's a shit game. So
Oh god damn it.
It's not a shit
No
game.
comment.
It's not a shit game. It's just
Its dialogue
misunderstood.
is really shit.
It's a misunderstood.
It's really fucking weird.
It's
I like want to hide underneath my bed at this point.
Why?
It sounds like getting revenge for the Polish joke.
So like I was
yeah,
No, I'm secretly Polish.
revenge of the black guy for the Polish.
I'm half black, half Native American, half Polish.
That's an awful lot of halves.
I know,
I like
because it
that.
doesn't
It's a
make
social
sense.
justice half.
My
It's a social
Only-
justice half. No, I'm trans Polish just because you're a dick.
The only way Jan likes Polish is cut in half.
oh my
Are
god.
you saying Jan is trans racist?
Actually, in the country he made, where he's the supreme leader, there was.
I did not
there was
make
just-
You
that
make that
game.
country, Sky. You make that country.
And it's like
Thank you, Agnes. Agnes is on this stream to defend me for once because I do need somebody in my
Come
corner.
on. I never had
Yeah, oh god.
No,
See, you ruined it. You ruined it. You already ruined it.
You need a Canadian to defend you.
A Hungarian, okay? She's
Thank
Hungarian.
you.
actually,
Doesn't make it better.
I know. Hungary is terrible.
Good grief.
I mean, yes. Are there any nationalities we haven't shut on this podcast yet?
the British.
Samoans. You haven't shit on Samoans yet.
Oh, yeah, the Haitians.
Oh no. We bring up the Haitians every time we talk to RG, so that's a little bit too late.
Yeah.
Oh, I could make a really bad joke right now.
Yeah, but the Oculus.
Do
Going back to the Oculus,
I
want
want
Jan is
Quest
stream with no
World.
survivors.
it's Virtual Boy 2.
yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be crash and burn for somebody's VR headsets.
Yeah.
Here's
And I
the
do
thing.
think
I remember.
One.
That's what I
I
want.
remember. Kids are not dumb. Okay.
No.
Kids aren't as stupid as people try and make kids out to be. And I remember when I was a kid and the Virtual Boy came out.
Yeah.
And You know when you go to
Wasn't
toy
it
stores
that
and
the
kids
one
play
that
the...
gave you aneurysm? Or
Yes.
it gave you...
No, it would fuck up your ass. Anyway, basically in toy stores, kids will run wild and they'll play with stuff. But if there's a toy that's really stupid, a crowd will gather just so they can make fun of that toy. And I remember being a kid and there being like, 'cause the Virtual Boy had just dropped and it was in stores for people to buy, and everybody had a Super NES and an NES and a Game Boy, so they were like, okay, let's look at this new thing. And it was immediate that all the kids were like, this is the stupidest fucking thing ever. Like, they were playing with it. It's like, their parents were like, don't break it. And it's like, but it's stupid. Like, you gotta set it on a table to use it. And they picked apart absolutely everything that was wrong with it. And I joined in to mock that product. I remember being a kid and being like, I cannot believe this even got to market. Did they even test, like how to use it and whatnot? And that's what this feels like with the Rift. It feels like something that somebody would put it in stores and kids would make fun of it.
Yeah, because it doesn't have porn. Kids love porn. Or, well, maybe not.
So somebody's been hanging out with Sarah Butts, eh?
No.
You speaking
No,
from
he's too old for
experience,
that.
sir?
No. Let's not go there. Let's not. Yeah.
Hey, you're the one who said kids love porn.
You said it.
I just can't say anything correct today.
It's going on your headstone, by the way.
Yeah.
Here lies our friend. All kids love porn.
Mhm. Kids porn.
Maybe they should aim the Oculus more toward the sort of
Did you
social.
just said kids porn? Is that like Kids Bop, but for adult movies? Like everything is blurred out.
What?
It's like,
How do you think Asian, Japanese porn?
no, you could still see like nipples and whatnot. So it would just be everything just blurry. It'd just be like two pixelated like blobs, like ramming against each other.
Yeah, but do you going a little bit serious again? Maybe the Oculus Rift has fallen between two chairs. I mean, it's not for the adult market, and it's not for kids.
Yeah, and it's not just that. The Rift itself is old technology. This thing should have come out years ago. If it was purely for experimentation and to be out the first and be that thing, it should have been out like fucking, when the
Does
dev kits
no
got
one remember
released.
the 90s? Like, come on. I've been in a virtual reality pod before.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sucked then. Everybody who was around then remembers those shitty ass virtual reality games that cost
But
like
they weren't-
fucking $20 to play.
The virtual reality itself wasn't as shit as the graphics. The virtual
Yeah,
reality
the graphics
itself
were shit.
worked.
Yeah, that is true. That is very
The technology wasn't up to par graphically. Now we're up to par graphically, but no one's willing to put the effort in to actually
Yeah,
make
but
it.
the thing is, the technology is still not very
Just
good.
having a headset on isn't enough. You need to have the full setup where you can walk
Yeah.
around the environment and do stuff.
Yeah,
And
You
so
need
you
something
basically-
attached to your
And
crotch,
you
is
have
what you're saying.
you have to not have
Yeah,
the
essentially.
Samsung Street.
Especially for the porn.
If it's not really for adults, and if it's not really for kids, they should aim it toward the Tumblrite market. Because they're not really adults, and they're not really kids. And
They don't have any
And they don't
money.
It's full
Work
of
for a
games
walking
where
provider.
people, walking simulators and games about, lesbians and games where people tell you how wonderful and special you are, and games where you can be the animal that's your headmate. And then aim it for the Tumblr market.
Yeah,
It's
with
the
a
ultimate
bit.
safe space. You go
Yeah.
into virtual
The
reality
ultimate
and
safe space.
it's made just
See,
for you.
this is a part of Operation Baby Seal Club. No, Operation Baby Seal Club is about ways to get social justice to basically kill itself off by way of its own stupidity. Like getting them, like everybody
they're-
who's anti-social justice, getting really into being healthy and fit and in shape and eating healthy as much as they possibly can, just so social justice warriors hate being healthy and embrace diabetes as a patriarchal concept that needs to be ignored.
Oh, they already have.
They already have that. We were talking about that on Twitter. So basically, we get the we sell them the VR headsets, and we sell them the bad food, and so as they're getting fat and they're dying, they're cutting themselves off from the rest of the world as well.
Yeah, but then they can't call customer service because that is one of the two things that you can't do in virtual reality is call customer service because you'll start
did an episode of that.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say, that you will cause a time window loop.
Now you hate
Nerds.
Indian people.
Yeah. Oh, no. I love Indian people. I love them. They are great.
I'm
And
the
then the fake accent comes out. Holy shit!
Where did that accent come from? That
Oh
better
my
not
god, I
be
cannot believe you did that. That is so insulting. I don't believe you insulted my culture.
Are we gonna try and lure the Sikh in here?
What?
No.
No.
the nicest racist.
See, now you have to have an Indian guy on just so you don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Is that why I'm on this cast? That, like, did you guys do one before me where you just shat on black people and Native Americans for like 2 hours or some shit?
Yes.
It would explain some things.
Am I
Oh,
the only person that
they
knows about
wouldn't
Johnny
have
Quest?
me on the stream without you, basically.
Serious question. Am I
That's
the
because
only
I'm
person
prettier.
that knows about Johnny Quest?
Agnes has a question, and I didn't really hear it. Come on.
Yeah,
Really?
no one cares, so moving on.
Oh, Connor.
See,
Come on.
this is how you get in trouble. This.
Come
Am I
on.
the only person who cares about Johnny Quest here?
Who?
I've
Which version of Johnny Quest?
The second one. Well, I only know of two
The
versions.
'90s TV show where like he would fight in
Adventures of
cyberspace.
Yeah, I remember that. It was nice.
Yes, that was fun. I want to
It was
game
a CG show.
back to VR.
Technology isn't capable of that. We need like sensory disruption. Technology hasn't gotten to a point where we can have Sword Art Online yet. There are companies working on that technology, but I'm still going to wait for laws to be in place before I ever try any of that technology.
You basically don't want to end up in a Matrix.
Yeah, I don't want to end up trapped in whatever I go into with a device that cuts off my body's electrical senses.
I'd love to be like that.
That sounds like bad rape about to happen. Let's be honest. Or you're going into this VR game. Nobody can connect with you, and you can't feel or see anything. That's oh my God, VR is the patriarchy. It's all just a setup for rape culture, VR rape culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. now.
Right.
It's very rapey. It's very.
It's very rapey.
I'm surprised there's not been an article in The Guardian about that already.
Oh God, don't! I'm giving them ideas. I'm so sorry.
Cancer. That's what that does.
I mean, if diabetes can be a
There's
patriarchal,
already been an article about how people have cancer privilege. Who done that? I can't remember.
Cancer privilege. Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
oh,
Just
God, cancer is the most privileged thing. Nobody cares about you and your man cancer.
Yeah.
it's all about cellulites now.
oh god.
Yeah,
To be fair, to some extent, there is some slight sort of truth in some of it, in some of this sort of idea of people being ill having a kind of privilege. My stepmother has multiple sclerosis, which is a neurological an immunological condition, which
Yeah.
means that she gets lesions on her brain and on her spinal column. Now, she has always said very much whatever she wanted, and she quite often upsets people. But since she got her diagnosis, now everything is, oh, well, every time she upsets somebody, it was my MS. that made me
See,
say
that's
that.
the thing.
It's
You
like,
could
yeah,
be
well, that's
diseased and not be an asshole.
No.
See,
no.
I'm not the type of person. It's like I don't care if you have breast cancer, lady. If you cut in line, like in front of me for some stupid shit, I'm gonna go off on you and your pink ribbon wearing ass. I don't give a fuck. Like that privilege stuff only works with people that are so owned by PC culture that they would never tell these people to go fuck themselves.
Like Canadians.
Well,
like what I said.
And Norwegians. I mean, seriously, we are
Norwegians or Norwegians?
Norwegians and Swedes are some of the most terrified people on the planet when it comes to being called out for being a bigot.
It's not going to matter much
insane.
longer because Sweden isn't going to exist probably in the next 5 years.
It'll only exist in name. That'll be the legacy, the name of the country.
No, they're going to change that to Swedistan.
Oh my god!
Good thing you said it, because I was thinking the same thing, and that just gets me in trouble. Yeah, well, it's...
Yeah, but you don't have black...
I'm sorry, that's my asshole
You
privilege.
don't like guy, Jan. Sorry.
yeah, but there's actually... You think the thing in Cologne was bad? There has actually been a cover-up in Norway for the last 6 months, in Norway and Sweden.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The whole Cologne thing wasn't that was new. It was that one was so big that it couldn't be swept under the rug like the others.
Yeah, and it actually happened in Sweden and in Stockholm actually during a festival there as well. There were the same MO, guys of Afghani origin, according to a couple of journalists or a couple of bloggers, that there were Afghani men that were gathering in gangs and walking around groping women and also assaulting them.
Like predators, like packs of predators.
Yeah.
See, I almost wish these assholes would try this shit in the U.S. just to get slaughtered.
Oh, you mean in with black women? They would, yeah.
No, it wouldn't matter who they did it to in the U.S. If they did this to a black woman, first of all, the black woman isn't going to put up with that shit. Yeah, that's the thing. If they even can take her down, she's going to leave and come back with family members.
Nice.
Like, people think black people don't have guns. We know we have guns, we just don't open to carry.
No.
People think that black people don't have guns?
Yeah, foreigners generally.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Then,
what
like,
American films has taught me.
By race.
They see Black Lives Matter and think that
guns.
they see Black Lives Matter and don't think I can't make a phone call right now and get a MAC-10 by the end of the night.
Oh. Will that?
No, could you imagine if they did it to a Mexican girl? Oh, hell no.
Or a Texan. Or a Texan girl.
God, if they did it to a Texan, we're talking all-out war. Motherfuckers are getting hunted down. There's going to be lynch mobs.
Yeah.
I just hope that they won't touch
problem
anyone
with a
like
cell
innocent.
phone. I can't hear anything.
That would be
What?
probably
Yeah.
Tarson.
Tarson, move
It's
your
Tarson.
cell phone away from your headset.
What headset?
Oh, from your microphone now.
Your phone, kill it. Take a huge hammer and hammer it a little bit. With huge wax.
Yeah. No, don't.
Break it with a pixel dick.
Yes!
Yeah, but anyways, it just it sort of worried me when I saw people.
Wait a minute. Why has nobody ever made a flashlight with a lotion dispenser?
A flashlight with a lotion dispenser.
Oh.
Have you considered going to Dragon's Den?
What do you mean a flashlight with a lotion dispenser? That just doesn't
Like-
make sense. You take the flashlight, the part at the end, and you wash it out. So.
Yeah, you'd do that anyway, but you'd have one where you could press a button and it would lubricate itself.
That's what I'm saying.
So the lubricant part would be in the shell, not in the part that you take out and wash. I guess that would be the-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, they should make it.
and then you can buy little cartridges to like refill it with.
Well,
Yeah,
I
sort
don't
of like that shaving
I don't
kit you
understand
could
the
get.
And you can
transparent one.
gouge people on those, on prices, because people are gonna fap. They're gonna order their new cartridges.
Oh,
You
Only
don't.
multi-pack.
You order cartridge refills.
Are-
That is
are-
basically just lube, but you do the same thing like they do with cartridge refills for printers.
it's weird
And
how
you can have different scents and people could like scent their apartment with their flashlight.
it's
that's
weird
what-
how
that's
every
what you're doing,
topic,
other stuff
how
that you
every
do.
They
topic
paint their
here.
apartment with their flashlight, but it's not as guest friendly.
Why does it smell like strawberries in here? I have no idea, baby.
I think our German friend is triggered now because he's not really quiet.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to mute us all. Aww.
Like a true fascist.
Yeah. Has anybody anything that they want to address before we?
No,
This-
just end it. Just.
There's other topics like
Just
So-
cut it.
there's good stuff has been happening in the news
just
in
do
terms
it-
of gaming, and I
what
want to
you
talk
want to
about.
do with the post.
Oh yeah, okay, Artemis.
Yeah, there was some other topics, but I can't remember what I wanted to talk about.
I
Oh no, we
forgot.
did talk
There's
about
there's the VR thing, which is going to bomb.
the-
That was a good comment.
Yeah, too expensive, basically, for normies.
Yep.
Oh yes,
Buying.
Twitter is dying. Let's talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Twitter dying.
Yeah.
That's a big topic right there.
Yeah, I've already got an account parked at League for Gamers. That's where I'm going to take off to when it dies.
Yes. Yes.
Just waiting for it to happen. We should really talk about getting an op started so everyone can connect up at, League for Gamers. So even if League for Gamers isn't the permanent home,
Honestly, we need us. What we could do is, since we have this stream and we're regularly doing it now, we could do a little site where people can basically make a registry for that until they have the ability to do it on League for Gamers, so we can stay in contact. Just in
well, you
case
can do that
Twitter
on League
just.
for Gamers. You can make friends and have an account and have your own page.
But I want us to have an
So-
official page, damn it! And this
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
good excuse.
Yes.
We
This
can
is
do it on League for Gamers.
no, but an actual official League of Evil website.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, baby.
Or you motherfuckers going to moderate that shit?
I'll do it, and I'll be hilarious about it.
Okay, good, because I'm supposed to moderate the Facebook pages that
If
are.
you give me any moderation powers, I will abuse it to hell.
That's true fascism.
So, in other words, we want
Every person in here will abuse it. What are you talking about?
Every topic header will now read, if we give Tarzan that power, every topic head will read, Jan hates the Polish. That is what I'm worried about.
It doesn't matter who you give it to, unless it's you, that's what it's going to read.
I wouldn't do that. I'm the perfect admin. I just don't have the energy to admin.
So you're not the perfect admin.
So everybody knows. Does everybody know about the lawsuit against
I
Twitter?
got elected.
No.
What? What?
Oh yeah, they were sued because they let ISIS.
They're being sued for okay. Basically, the lawsuit is basically stating that the only reason that ISIS has any power is because they use social media, primarily Twitter, to recruit and gain power during this era, and that
And if
Twitter
they're
did
gonna ban
absolutely
people-
nothing to stop them.
Well, shouldn't they be
And if they're
suing
going to ban
Facebook?
people for things they say on Twitter, then they have to control it. They lose their safe harbor provisions by moderating what people are and are not allowed to say on it.
Shouldn't they be suing Facebook then, really? Because it's in Facebook conversations where a lot of this stuff happens. I mean, they said about people.
No, Facebook kicks off ISIS. They work with they sell too much information to the feds and other government agencies around the world to tolerate terrorists using their stuff. So when somebody makes an ISIS account on Facebook, it doesn't last very long.
Lucky,
Yeah.
it's lucky though
Facebook
because
are actually
our group
taking the
there's a lot of
moderation of
Muslims in it.
so-called hate speech to the full extent of their legal requirement, where Twitter is not.
Yeah.
They're saying, oh, you're against feminism, that's hate speech, we're going to ban you. But these ISIS accounts are fine. Well,
But this guy
they're
posted
not allowed
pictures
to
of
do that.
beheadings. It's cool.
Legally, they have to kick ISIS off. If they're going to kick anyone off, they also have to kick ISIS off.
Yeah,
And if they're not
there's-
doing that, they're
if
in
there are
breach of the
any-
law.
If anyone's a misogynist, it's definitely ISIS people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can get more misogynistic than ISIS, really.
They're afraid though, aren't they? If they start kicking off accounts that have terrorist sounding names, that people will accuse them of racial profiling and Islamophobia.
No, they technically have access
Yeah,
to
and that's why they don't want to do it, because it'll
Actually,
upset their
we-
social justice clique. That's exactly it. I'm sure.
Agnes, you were Agnes was trying to make a point, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, there were actually 2 points that I was making. One, that it's actually nice that Facebook kicks off the ICC people, because in the groups that I co-admin, we have a lot of ex-Muslims whose lives would otherwise be in danger. But also, there's a second point I was going to make and then I forgot.
Mm.
Sorry.
But, yeah, the thing is, no one has problem. Well, most people don't have a problem with someone being Muslim. What they have a problem with is people being
Recruiting
Islamic
for a terrorist
and
organization.
recruiting for ISIS and then blowing other people up and murdering them because they said something they don't like.
Yeah, but it doesn't start with that, does it? They don't just randomly wander up to people on Twitter and go, "Hey, dude, you want to come join ISIS?"
They've organized attacks on Twitter before. That's how bad the ISIS problem on Twitter is, where they've organized in full view an attack, not hiding it, not doing it in DMs.
Basically saying,
I'm going to do
we're
this
gonna,
on this. Oh yeah, I'm going to join you. They organize on Twitter openly, and Twitter does nothing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's a problem. That makes them liable. Because if they were like,
And they
no,
haven't
we're
done anything
completely
the
hands
entire
off,
time.
we're not banning anyone for anything they say, that's up to the authorities to come.
That's what the lawsuit is. The lawsuit
be
is from
fine.
a dead soldier's family who are suing them because the actual attack that killed their family member, I think the parents of the kid, of the guy, the actual attack itself was actually organized on Twitter.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll hope they win.
So
Yeah,
If they win, Twitter stock is already like bottoming the fuck out to begin with. If they lose that lawsuit, as Hogan's lawsuit is to Gawker, this lawsuit would be to Twitter. Twitter would be gone.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
is.
why I say we need to, make a migration and be ready for when it happens.
I seriously think that League for Gamers is going to be an awesome social media site for
gamers. I don't
for
think anybody
gamers.
else is gonna. Other people will move to other stuff, but the majority of what people are calling the cultural libertarians now will probably move to League for Gamers because of what happened with Gamergate.
Yeah.
Like, if League for Gamers wants to grow, it's got to be it's got to become like League for People or League for Humans or League for Humanity or something like that.
Yeah, that is. If you want the normies to see what we
need a
have to
broader
say,
reach.
you need
If
a
you want the
broader
normies, it
reach.
needs to be League for Celebrities.
Yeah, this is true.
No, that's how Twitter got. It became as big as it was in the first place. It wasn't because there were several services that do and did what Twitter did in the beginning. It's just that the celebrities were on Twitter, and they'd give them that nice little verified mark to make the celebrities with low self-esteem feel special.
No, that's 100% of them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Can we?
yeah, yes. I think our German is tired and shock damage from all the porn. So
and triggered.
Right about. Now let's be serious.
What?
That he chose to write about. Let's be serious.
Oh, yeah, but you know, he's still a prudish otter. So,
Tell us about your essay, your thesis.
That's what I'm saying.
You know there are otter-shaped dildos. I'm sure I could find one. Give me a second.
Why are you butt plugs?
I will slaughter your whole fucking generation if you do that.
You don't. Hey! You don't think it's somebody's fetish out there to have a little bit of otter love? Somebody's in a furry otter costume right now getting railed.
Oh, I died again.
I know the reason why you turned off the camera now.
I don't think you can get an otter dildo, but I think you can get an otter tail butt plug.
Actually, that otter furry chick pic I'm looking at right now is kind of hot. I might be into this.
Oh
Being
God,
turned
this
by the
is
random internet
Otter turned me into a furry. It's what happened.
Let's.
Angela, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
You. No, that's not what I was trying to do.
Oh, okay. Let's end it now and let's shill whatever you feel like shilling. We can start with Agnes.
Why me? I'm
Because
just
you're
a gamer.
to
I'm
the.
just a non-gamer that's
Because we're misogynistic
playing games
and
on
we're making
Hangout.
women go first.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's a fair system. That's a stupid system.
Yep. Well, Agnes, shill yourself then.
Fine. Uh-oh, now I just...
Tell us where we can find.
Yeah.
Well, okay, on Twitter, I'm at MINACICA. Yep, that's it. And, oh yeah, Evil, do
Holy
you
crap!
want
There's a whole
want to
otter
know-
furry DeviantArt circle.
Evil, do you want
Shut up.
to start chilling these viewers or not?
No,
Not yet,
we'll
it's
wait.
not organised.
No, we'll
Not
wait.
yet, okay.
Wait a couple of weeks.
Wait until I got my logo done, at least. Come on.
Yep.
And I need to
Oh,
fix
you're
up
designing
the
so
subscription.
fine. If you have an idea for it, good, because I don't yet have an idea for it.
No.
Oh,
I
I've-
was
I've
working
got
on
one.
something.
Jan has seen it. It's good.
Nice.
He knows what I'm going with it.
Angela.
You can find me on Twitter at AngelHeartKnight, and I also write the Thoughts of a Feminist Gamer blog, which is at AngelWitchPaganHeart at WordPress.com. Latest post was about Star Wars, so yeah, if you fancy reading that, take a look.
Artemis.
Cool.
www.pixeldix.com. I'm fucking it. No. As of right now, just Artemis Ira on Twitter. And I'm probably within the next month going to start my self-defense YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully.
That's cool.
Nice.
Actually.
Sky.
Do we?
I'm Civilian Sky on Twitter. I don't know why you'd want to follow me though, because I don't really tweet much. I mostly just spend all my time on the
Also
DMs.
not very civilian.
Anyway, that's it.
What has Will Wheaton
I
done?
think that Jan is racist and shit.
What has Will
I don't
Wheaton
think
done?
that's very
Does
civil.
anybody know?
Wesley.
Because I'm looking on Twitter and everyone's telling Wesley to shut up again.
You just
Oh,
said
yeah.
you're tired of
They're
being
just
told
telling him to shut up in
Wesley.
general.
Now.
Yeah,
He
he's
said
I'm talking over people telling me, shut up, Wesley, and he's going to insta-block anybody who says it to him.
So shut up, Wesley.
Oh, okay. That's
But he
not.
has everybody blocked already.
If anyone that's not already blocked, ask him, has he blocked?
anyone who's not blocked
Patrick
by
Stewart
Will
yet.
Wheaton is a
Patrick
fucking-
Stewart
Maybe
tweeted
the
at
first
him,
one
shut
who
up,
actually
Wesley.
said it.
No, Patrick Stewart on Twitter has actually told him, shut up, Wesley, before.
Oh, we need to see that. I need to find that and tweet it and type shut up
I
Wesley.
saw a
and then
pic of
tag
that.
Will Wheaton in it.
I need an archive to prove that it's real, but if that's real, I'm going to send that archive to him.
Yeah. Evil.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dr. Evil Gamer on Twitter. This is basically my channel, so you're already here.
Yeah.
Usto.
That's my show.
Usto.
Oh yeah, follow Andrew Gleason. That is at AndreWGLEASON. And yeah,
It's
Artivist
a real thing.
and yeah, and Artivist. How are you gonna call your channel, your self-defense channel? Black Punches Matter?
You know what? I might just call it that now, just because I like that. That's funny. I'm probably gonna call it a Tancha self-defense channel.
Yeah, but
Or
you should at least make the intro video Black Punches Matter.
I might make that a video. Like, let me write that down. Because I have to do an intro to punching video, so I might call it that. In your honor.
And yeah, this has been a very creative stream, and it's been very, very giving. We have
The
brought.
only thing that's giving us the butt plugs.
Well, yeah,
Sorry, no butt plugs.
Lots and lots of butt plugs. And osses.
You're welcome.
yeah, you're welcome, world. My name is.
That's the only one who's happy about this.
It
Why-
died.
You're welcome. Bro.
I am.
That is our official tagline now. The League of
I
Evil.
found it.
You're welcome, world.
Perfect.
Here's the
Oh,
link
I
for your
managed to solve
Artemis.
another level.
It's not even archived yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I am, of course, at JH Littlewek on Twitter, and my name is JH Littlewek, also known as the Meerkat Monarch on Steam. And you can always follow my blog as well, which is benign.wordpress.com. And yes, I promised last time that I would write something new on the blog, but I'm a bit lazy as of late, so yeah, I'm probably gonna
I
get.
still need a link to
around
that. Put that up on Twitter underneath the show for the
Yeah,
stream.
I'll make an archive and link it for you.
Yep.
The Patrick Stewart thing, because you probably won't see it in the chat.
Well,
I'll send both of them to
this has been the League of Evil. It's organized as
hell?
ever and as full of.
Dying is super black. That's what.
Oh, Jesus! I'm trying to do an outro. Could you at least let me do an outro in peace?
You know what? I was gonna be really good this time because we always fuck with the intros and the outros. We always do, and
Well,
I
you
was going to let you do it.
To the intro. So yeah, thank you for at least behaving this time. I was talking to
I didn't
Agnes and
sleep through it. I
Evil.
was working.
Yeah. I wasn't criticizing you, dude.
Which is
Never mind
stupid
that
because
Jan
it
hates
brought
the
to your
Polish.
attention. It brought you to my attention because I was busy archiving stuff.
Yes.
Artemis. You really, you
I was
done the outro,
I was just
it would've been
pointing out
fine.
that I was being really good for once, and I want credit for that.
Yeah, of course. You've been good. Everybody's been good.
He's a good boy. He did do nothing.
Everybody's been good, even though we're evil. This has been the League of Evil. Thank you, world, and you're welcome. Good night.
Night, everybody.